Unitonica, diamond in the rough, yeah. Aries fire, play no games, I call your bluff. Unicorn, ride a sharp horn, that's my vibe. For my family, for my friends, always ride or die.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey guys, I'm not sure if you guys are even going to see this video because of my absolute foul mood right now after hearing this video. This was on Madison's channel. Hi Madison. I really like Madison, so I'll if I do drop this video, I'm going to link it. I don't know why it shocks me still. I have been through a lot of racism crap in various communities, and honestly, and I really I guess it just it it shocks me because I've never thought like that. I wasn't brought up like that. I was brought up to love everyone, and a lot of people say that, but they really don't love everyone. But my parents never taught me. They never sat me down and said, you know, you can't bring this type of person home. Never. Never. I had friends of all backgrounds, all colors. I've dated every single, like, you know, like there's never been you can't have, when I dated women, I had a white girlfriend. She was deaf. I had a couple of them.
About the use of the N-word by Melissa's.
Oops, I don't know how that happened. These headphones are weird. Sorry. It just never occurred to me that people were this hateful until I got on the internet. Well, actually, that's not true. If you've been around my channel for a while, you know about the guy when I was at daycare when I was a kid that called me an N-word and I punched him in the face. And he was older than me. He was 14 and I think I was like 6 or 7 or 8 or something like that. He was really tall and I just punched up. I was always a little feisty. I mean, it is what it is on site. You know what I mean? Like, where you do the crime, you pay the time. You know, like look, it happens. He could have tried to beat me up. Look, my dad taught me how to fight, so he would have been in for a nice surprise. Scrappy doo wop. I could take a punch, but you better not hit me in my face, bruh. So anyway, I listened to Madison and this chick named what's her name? Melissa, I think. I don't know who she is, don't know who she affiliates with. Was on Granny's, and I like Granny. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. She I might not like Granny's friends, but that doesn't, like some people don't like people's associations. Whatever. I know Granny from the DC. She was OD DC, at one point until she moved to that arena. Anyway, I guess she said the N-word and Granny was talking to her. Wow, there goes a notification. I'm gonna have to probably cover this up with something. And I even put it on again on Do Not Disturb. Maybe I have to go on airplane mode. Yeah, probably so. Anyway, so I guess she said the N-word freely. I don't know if it was on her panel or Granny's panel or where. I don't care to hear it. I don't want to hear it because I'll get even more mad. I don't understand. Let me talk to you, Melissa, before I even hear your stupid response. No one has a right to degrade another race with words that hurt them. There are derogatory words that are aimed to hurt people, to degrade them, whether it be a black person, a Jewish person, a white person, an Asian person, a Native American person, any race, okay? A Hispanic person. Those are words meant to degrade a race, a religion, a people, women. There's words that have been created to harm women, men. Okay, if you know these words are offensive, why would you use them? You know, and I bet you're the type of person that says, I have black friends. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not racist because I have a black friend. Or I have a black neighbor. We don't care. I'm just going to tell you right now, Melissa. We do not care. Okay? Don't care at all. Bye. One thing I will tell you is you need to stay on the internet with all that jazz, because if you were in my face, Melissa, I don't care if you were on a panel, you might have the courage in your little heart to say it to me, but if you were in person, I don't care how look, I'm 5'11". If you're taller than me, I don't care. If you think you're bigger than me, better than me, I'm telling you this. There's no way you get away from me. Okay? None. Your teeth would fall down like bowling ball pin. Like, when the bowling ball hits those pins, that will be your teeth. Every last one of them will go down your throat. It is so disrespectful to say something like that to a black person. I can only imagine what you say behind closed doors. That's the scary part. Why does that flow so freely out your mouth? You'd rather talk to a black woman. I don't think you would. Because you sound stupid. Why do you think we want to talk to you anyway? You're racist. You might not think you are, but using words like that, you are. Do you know the struggle of a black person in this country? Do you? Do you know how that word originated? I'll tell you, from slavery. So you want to use a word that was used in bondage, while our families were separated from us and people were beaten. Hold on. Okay, now it's been like an hour since I was on my little first initial rant. My dad rang the bell, which means he needed assistance. So that takes my attention before anything. That's why Bob was barking. Okay, and then I got the trash together because tomorrow is trash day. So now that I've calmed down a little bit and I wore myself out, I don't know. People that don't love other people are just trash to me. So let me just go over this video. Yeah. Before I play this vile person's voice, I want to bring some positivity to it. First of all, let me explain why I'm even saying anything. Normally, nowadays, when it comes to racism, I don't speak on it. I've said enough throughout the years. To the point where when I used to speak up, I got it called race baiting or something like that. So, check it out. The reason why I'm saying something is because she said she wanted to speak to a black person or black woman. I don't know which one it was. So here I am, right? Black person. Since only a black person could give you an answer. Not that the beautiful people on panel and Granny, and Madison and everybody else in the world that's not black isn't qualified to tell you you're a piece of shit. Okay. Oops, I just cursed, Lord. That's how mad I am. But anyway, shout out to all you beautiful people who love other people, no matter what color their skin is. And you can call out people regardless of their color of their skin. People are just crappy at the end of the day, right? Sweeney Todd said, the world is a big black pit and the people are full of shit that inhabit it, or something like that. I love that quote. If I can find it, I'll put it in here. Anyway, and that's how I feel about people that are racist. They're just shitty people. Shout out to Granny for speaking to this idiot and, telling her about herself. And there's another lady I don't know her voice, the person that's on the panel, that said that she's, married to a black man and has biracial children. Yeah, we have biracial people in my family too, and white people of all races. Guess what? This world, none of us are fully anything. I got my ancestry DNA the other day, and good God, the world is a beautiful place. I have Nordic genes, Viking, Native American, Nigerian. Just beautiful, beautiful. I'm so proud of my ancestry. Now, one thing I'm willing to bet is if I go to another.com, I'll probably get another result. I don't really care at the end of the day, but it was a Christmas gift, right? So it is what it is. I need to reach further because I wasn't really that interested, because I really, at the end of the day, don't care. I'm me. I'm me. I never cared about race, but you obviously do. So let's listen.
Last night, do I use it, with in my private life?
Wait,
Yeah,
let's see what she said.
I use it every now and then.
Wait a minute.
4J, aka. Melissa had a sensitive
Melissa.
conversation about the use of the N-word by Melissa's trigger warning.
You use it, the N-word. I use it every now and then. Yeah, I do. Am I going to go into fucking work or into church using it? Absolutely not.
Right. Well, if you're so comfortable with it, Melissa, why not? Why not, girl? Go into church. Go into God's house and say that. What do you think God would say to you about that word? About what his beautiful people had to go through by people that hated his beautiful people, his creation. If you believe in God, something the sinner was saying the other day, right? About Christians. This is what kills me about Christians. People that are racist often talk about God, right? But how can you be Christian and believe in God? Because if you believe in God, then you would believe that God created all things, heaven and earth, right? And all things within it. Therefore, black people are made, because, we all people are made within his image, him being God. Correct? Right? Am I right? Women and men, right? So with given that fact, black people are a reflection of God too. So do you not how could you tell God that his people, his creations, we're ugly? We're derogatory terms? We're ugly? It's not even okay for me to say it. It's degrading. And when I've said it, I had to apologize. I apologize, and I'm black. Anyway, okay, go ahead.
Was it a little bit of a slip last night? Do I use it, with in my private life? Yeah, I do.
You shouldn't.
Was a little bit of a slip when I was like
slip.
Discussing men. You know what I mean? Discussing.
Girl, a slip is when you say, "Girl, you fine." Oh, is that wine? That's a slip. God.
Men that I talk to or have talked to and combine them into a whole. And
is this really Pika?
Yeah, this is
Pika
really me.
Never enters a panel. Hey, Pika.
This is really me.
Pika.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to come in hot, but Melissa, you out of fucking order.
Why?
Pika.
For you to say that, oh, well, yeah, do I use it in my real life? I'm gonna use it. I don't care what y'all say. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Who I am. That's all who I am.
So you come over here to...
Wait a minute. Did she say that's who she is? Rewind. Just a moment. I want y'all to hear this. Okay. Pika comes up here and she says, you a mess. And fuck you and the crew you came from. Oh, I'm saying that. And then Melissa, I think she says that's who she is. Listen up.
To say that, oh, well, yeah, do I use it in my real life? I'm gonna use it. I don't care what y'all say. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Who I am. That's all who I am.
That's all who she is. You're just a big racist. Noted. Okay, go ahead.
So you come over here to rage bait to get content and attention.
I'm not rage baiting
we see
to get
who
content.
You are. We know exactly who the fuck you are.
Am I allowed to talk when you're done? Can we
go ahead, bitch? Go ahead. I'm on mute.
No, you don't have to call me a bitch. I didn't disrespect
you. Yes,
you.
You are.
You don't have to call me a bitch.
I don't care if you disrespect me or not. I'm gonna disrespect you.
Hold up. Excuse me, Pika. But you gonna tell her not to call you a bitch, but you can call us a whole N-word? Girl, bye. You want somebody to respect you, but you can't respect the whole race. If you don't sit down right now and shut up, Melissa, whoever you are in this world. You want somebody to respect you, but you can't respect anybody else? But you need to go in your house in a corner and use the N-word. Nah, be about it. Go outside with your chest. Say it with your chest. Go up to like you say, a black woman or black man and say it. Go and do it, honey. Go and say it with your chest. Okay? Do that. I bet you won't.
Because you
matter of fact, I don't know if you're a live streamer, but if you are, go live. Please, and do it.
Respect everybody when you use that word.
No,
really
no, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
I don't give a fuck what you want to say in your little, infantile, ignorant mind. But yes, you do. Say that shit in the real world on my streets.
I do.
See
I
what the
do.
fuck's gonna happen.
I do, baby.
She won't.
I do.
I promise.
And I'm
Come to
fine.
Memphis and say that shit, bitch.
She lying. Pika, she lying. She's lying. She doesn't say it in the real world. And if she does say it in the real world, out loud, it's in the middle of her little friends that accept her ignorance. And if you do have black friends, and if you use that as I have black friends that accept, they're dumb. Because my friends who are white would never in front of me. They already know. They don't even ask. You know why? Because my white friends aren't racist. I don't even have to. That was never a discussion. You know what? Is it okay if I use the N-word around you? Now, I'd rather you not. If they had asked me that, guess what? You're not qualified to be my friend. You know why? Because you feel like you're okay to use that word. You feel like that's an okay word in your vocabulary. You have hatred in your heart, and you're not a good person. Goodbye. That's all it would have been for me. Never have any of my friends use that word or ask me about it. We've never even talked about racism. That's not even a factor. You're a buffoon of the highest. Oh, you surpass buffoonery.
I promise you.
I'm not
It
worried
ain't
about
gonna work out
another
like you think it
Tennessee.
is.
Another Tennessee. Okay. Anything else, Pika? No?
If Pika has nothing else to say, I want to say something. Fuck you. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, the word does hurt. You got to admit, it hurts especially a certain class of people.
What class?
Black people.
We're not a class, but we're a race of people. We're a people. A targeted type of people that she's trying to hurt. Because let me tell you something, Melissa. The way you use the word, I don't care if you use it with the A and ER and O, I, O, whatever you're trying to do, right? And I'm just being funny there. The word itself has malice in it. Okay, it's a derogatory word. I don't care if you say my or whatever, right? You don't have that capability because you aren't black. Okay? You should not be using it at all. Shut your mouth.
No, you'll say the black people near me don't care. They don't care that I say it, right?
Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
You're from New
Not
Jersey,
at all.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Maybe if I was, in the deep south, it might be different. But
Girl. Wow. Stop it, please. I'm from the Midwest. You would never say it here. Trust me. Please. Ooh, girl, please vlog it. I don't care what part of the country you're from. I don't care if you're from the Northeast, Southeast, Cali, Midwest, wherever. It's not acceptable. Racism across the board with good people is not acceptable. Do you understand that? The Deep South. Girl, are you saying just because slavery was predominant in the South are you saying it's more acceptable there? Or are you saying it's not acceptable there? Because your argument is really stupid and you're just a dumb person all around, aren't you? Because if you live in Jersey, I would assume that it's not acceptable there. I know people who live in Jersey and they would never, ever accept that word coming from your mouth. I have a friend in Atlantic City. Girl, bye. You just out of your mind.
Well,
Okay, and being an adult with some kind of self-awareness and comprehension skills of how the real world works, just because your neighborhood allows you to, doesn't mean it's acceptable in the real world.
Thank you.
My neighborhood is the real world.
Well, YouTube's all of the
maybe her neighborhood is her apartment building or her house, wherever she lives. Well, I don't know what she lives in. I don't really care. But your little corner of the world, your little dot in this universe, Melissa, does not represent the higher thought of intelligent human beings. Okay? Your ignorant way of thinking does not represent us. That would be tolerant, kind, loving human beings. And I'm not even saying people who believe in God. I'm saying people who love other people, who don't want to harm or hurt other people. They are sitting there telling you, just take this into consideration. Let's just say that you use the word amongst your friends at home, okay? And you thought that was okay in Jersey, in your little dot, in your home, okay? In your neighborhood. You thought that before coming onto YouTube, and you haphazardly said it on a panel wherever you were just yesterday. Now, going forward, you're on Granny's panel, and she's telling you, and Pika's telling you that it's not acceptable. I'm sure the whole chat is tearing your ass up right now, as it should. Now, taking that into consideration, you should probably be thinking to yourself, I had to get a drink. You should probably be thinking to yourself, maybe what I did wasn't right, and maybe I am hurting people, and maybe it's not okay. Instead, what you're doing is you're going to dig your heels in and say, this is socially acceptable for me to do, and I am willing to lose any and all support that I have online to be a blatant racist. I am not saying, I don't know how you feel in your heart about Black people, how you're able to separate your feelings about Black people from this word, but there is no separation, and that's what I'm telling you. What you're saying is wrong. It is not okay for you to use that vocabulary in a description. Some Black people will tell you it's just a word. I'm telling you it's not just a word. Stop using it. Take it out of your vocabulary. It's hateful. There's meaning behind it. There's history behind it. You will get beat up, okay? Behind it. Stop. You're putting yourself in danger. That's what I'm saying. If you got this type of reaction from people that are not Black, that are not of color, what do you think would happen if you got in front of Black, go to a Black sector and sit on a panel? Do you want me to take you there? Come with me. I've gone to the Black sector. I'm from the Black sector. I'm in the KJ sector. We can go to the B sector. Where do you want to go? Get up on that panel and say that. Girl, you will get cussed out. That's not going to work. That argument that you're doing right now, that arrogance that you're displaying is not going to work. You need to think about your actions. Because the reaction that you're going to get from somebody, especially if you have your own channel, is not going to be good at the end of the day. You've got to stop being so hateful.
Picture.
Right.
The
Okay.
world ain't just your fucking neighborhood.
Okay. So it hurts you personally, Pika?
Absolutely it does.
Why?
Personally,
Thank
as a
you.
white woman
Why?
that was married to a Black man and has mixed kids, yes, it
Oh,
fucking hurts me.
oh,
I don't
because
say it
you have
willy-nilly.
because you have a Black husband with mixed children.
No,
It
I
hurts you.
had.
Oh,
Hold up. Stop. Pause. I'm sorry, Pika, for cutting you off again. So she assumes that the only reason it hurts Pika is because she has has or had a Black husband. I don't know which one it was. That's why I said that. And biracial children. Maybe it just hurts Pika because she loves people. Maybe it hurts Pika because she likes and loves all people and doesn't want to see anybody get hurt. Could that just be the reason, Melissa? Why does she have to have a token for her to care about a Black person? See, that's your problem right there. You need to separate people, and you need to separate colors. You're one of those people that has to have Black people over there, white people over there, Native Americans over there, Hispanics over there, Asians over there. Why can't we all sit together? Huh? Why can't we all hold hands? Why can't we all be friends? Why can't we all talk together? Why do you need to separate people? Why can't we all have our differences and just harmonize, and we can all be different together, and that be lovely and love and harmony and peace? It's people like you in this world that make chaos and war and murder, and there's reasons why there are like studies on hate. There's people like you that can't wrap their minds around that differences in people are inherently good, not bad. You have an issue within. It's not us, it's you.
Husband, but go ahead.
well,
I
why
have
does
mixed
that hurt
children
though?
that get racially profiled. Yes,
Girl,
I
What does
do.
that
I've
word
been
have to
in a
do with
I do
situation
too.
in a restaurant where the police tried to give my kid sour cream on his fucking pancakes because we were the
Wow.
only mixed people in there.
Okay,
So
that
don't
has
What?
play me
no,
like
no,
it
no,
ain't the
no, no,
real
no, no,
fucking
no.
world that I'm speaking on.
I don't.
Wait, why would they try to give her kids? I don't understand that. Wait, sour cream on the pancakes. I don't get it. Can somebody explain it? I'm not being funny either. Why would they give you... Is that race? Wait, what? Pancakes? Sour cream on a pancake. First of all, they don't go together. Why would they do that? First of all, that's nasty. Why would they do that? Were they just being funny? I mean, what significant... Am I missing something? Were they just being mean to the child? Why would they be mean to a child? Oh God. Maybe I'm glad I don't understand it, but why do they do that? I'm sorry that happened to you, Pika, and your child. Oh, when people are mean to kids, that makes me so mad. Oh, I need to... Let's just... Ooh.
I don't know what sour cream has to do with anything.
No,
Okay.
I'm saying that's the little
Would it make you feel better?
the little mini aggressions that happen
Would it be
every day,
better?
and the entitled white people that think, oh, well, I can just say it because. Who the
So
fuck did you like?
so
Really?
you are okay. Give me a second. So you think
Wait, until why I'm listening to... See how I stopped talking and let Pika talk? But while Pika was talking, she kept on asking, do you feel better? Wait a minute. Why are you doing... Isn't that what she was asking while the lady was talking? Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's go back.
Little mini aggressions that happen
would it be
every day,
better?
and the entitled white people that
See?
think, oh, well, I can just say it because. Who
So
the
you're
fuck did you like?
so
Really?
you are okay. Give me a
Well, no, give you a second, but you couldn't let her just speak about what happened to her baby at a restaurant. Why wouldn't you just shut your mouth and let her talk? Oh, God. Lord God, today.
second. So you think I'm a white woman, right? Is that what you think? Are you assuming I'm a white woman? And if I was part
Girl, you better not be black. Because I'm revoking it. Okay? Revoke today.
black or part Spanish, would it be okay or no?
Still wouldn't be okay.
You're not.
No,
Oh, okay. But do you think
no.
I'm a white woman?
My kids don't throw that
Do
fucking
you
word
think
around in
I'm
their
a white
house.
woman?
You better not
What the
be.
fuck?
Do you think I'm a white woman? I'm asking you a question.
The way that you carry
I'm
yourself, you
asking.
kind of,
How
yeah,
is that?
kind of,
How
you
is
you
that?
do portray that
How do I carry myself?
Karen-esque attitude.
How do I carry myself? Are you racially profiling right now?
Oh,
Are you
shut
putting
the
me into a
absolute
category?
So now this woman is denying that she's white. I don't know what she is, but let's just keep this on the everybody write this down. She's not white. She's just saying, are you saying that I'm white? We don't really care. Again, I don't care what color you are. What I care about is what you're saying. But it was under the assumption that you are white. But now that you're saying you're not white, there's a bigger problem. Are you a self-hating person? God, now we have to have another talk that I'm not going to have with you today. Good Lord.
Well, explain to me. Explain to me, please.
Now, Melissa, you acknowledge that you shouldn't have said the word and I slipped
No,
out.
Granny, let her answer the question. Let's be fair now.
Well, it is being fair. You're trying to bait into something. I mean, let's be honest. Can white people really be racially profiled? I mean, you're going to open up a whole fucking
I'll open
discussion
it. I'll open
instead
it.
of just
I'll
saying.
open it. I'll open it,
I'm
Granny,
not
because
even
these
gonna go
bitches.
there.
Take that messy shit back to TikTok because we really don't fuck with that shit
TikTok.
over here.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Is this girl from TikTok? Ooh, I'm on TikTok. Let's go.
No.
Now you're
I
being
just think it's,
headstrong.
I'm not being headstrong. I just think it's fucking funny that people are automatically, they don't even know my fucking race. They don't
I don't think she's headstrong. I think she's stupid. Go ahead.
know my race. These people have seen they've heard my voice and maybe seen a couple pictures and they don't even know my race.
Well, I don't think
You can't assume somebody's race from how they talk. I get profiled all the time. People think that I sound, quote, white. I don't know how you can sound a race, but that's okay. Nobody sounds... Because you speak proper... I speak English. Black people don't speak a certain way. I want to get that through everyone. Not that anybody needs to be told this, but some people who are biased and don't know it, Black people do not sound a certain way. We come from a lot of different... I don't live in the city. I live in the suburbs. Although someone that I got in a fight with months ago said, no, you don't. You live in the city. I'm like, no, I don't. I live in the suburbs. And actually, she lives in the city, right? Which is not a problem. I don't care where you live. I don't care what you have. I don't care. That's not ever been a problem for me. You know? It doesn't make me any better than you or you any better than me. Who cares? What? But no, races don't sound like anything. There are some white people that, quote, sound black, whatever that means. Some people have country accents, and some people liken that to sounding black. Whatever. Remember Bubba, what's his name? Bubba Spark? Is that his name? Bubba Sparks? Yeah. He was cool as a fan. I loved him. What was the other dude? Oh, I could see him. He had some a grill back in the day. He was a rapper. I love that dude. Yeah. I mean, come on. He was back there. He was out when Chingy and Nelly and them. I had like a couple of his songs. John B, did he sound, I mean, they just sing. That didn't mean they sound black. That meant they just sang well. There's some black people that like, I like country. Does that mean I'm white? No. I like rock. Does that mean I'm white? No. I like music. Music doesn't have a color. It has notes. All right, continue.
Your race has part to do with it, because even if it is your race and you say, like, you know, oh, I can say the word, you are acknowledging that it slipped down, that maybe it wasn't appropriate to say. So why not?
No,
Like,
it's
I
not
get the
that.
defensive.
No, I said that. I'll say it. I'll say it. I use it often in my private life.
That's unfortunate, Melissa, because you're an educated woman.
It's not, because it's not being used in a bad way. Okay, it's not. It's not being used in a bad way at all.
How do you use it in a good way? Can you explain that to me, Melissa? If you hear this video, can you explain it to me how you use it in a good way? Don't ever type it in my comment section. I don't care if you put asterisks in it. I will. Do not. Don't put do not. Just say it. Okay, I say it. There you go. All right.
People are taking it, running with it, like I used it with the hard R or something. No,
There are people that
You
thought
say
you
it's
did.
not used in a bad way, but then you also say, I don't care if people don't like it, I'm going to say it anyway. So you are acknowledging that it's disrespectful to a lot of people.
Right.
And you don't give a fuck. You're going to say it anyway. That shows your lack of fucking character.
Correct.
Whatever you think. Whatever you think. Maybe I.
Do you see how passive you are? It just seems like you don't care about how other people feel or how you make people feel. You're not being perceptive to what people are telling you, and this is something that affects other people. What you say affects other people. It's like if I call somebody stupid and they say, man, that hurt my feelings. I'm like, if that's how you feel, well, yeah, that's how I feel. God.
I had this discussion with a black woman, not you. And you already came up.
And here I am. I'm telling you the whole video that you're dumb. Okay, go ahead.
No.
And you already came off disrespectful.
Grinch, I'm not going to let her rage bait me like this. I'm tapping out before I click the fuck out and get myself canceled on here. Y'all have a
sorry,
nice day.
Pika.
You too, Pika.
Sorry, Pika. But you have to hear that ignorance.
Well, that's what it is, DW. I don't know what to say.
I think you're rage baiting a little bit.
Not at all. Not at all. They took that and fucking ran with it. It was said one time quickly. And like Laura said, I didn't even say it proud.
Yeah.
So
proud.
Well, that's what I mean. And then, so knowing that.
That's an interesting word to use. Proud. Proud has been used in many racial different hate groups. And you chose that word just now. Noted. Go ahead.
It's a word that people don't like. It does have people upset. And you admit yourself, you didn't say proud and you didn't mean to say it. Why not just humble yourself?
Laura said that. I didn't
But you're
say
pointing
that.
out that she was correct in that, right?
Well, yeah, whatever.
Laura said what? Hold on. Are we talking about Laura Perplexed? I don't know what she has to do with this, but I mean, I'm not saying anything about her right now. I'm just trying to see what they just said. Hold on.
So knowing that it's a word that people don't like. It does have people upset. And you admit yourself, you didn't say proud and you didn't mean to say it. Why not just humble yourself?
Laura said that. I didn't
But you're
say
pointing
that.
out that she was correct in that, right?
Well, yeah, whatever she was trying to do.
Because you
But
know
I'm not
better,
gonna lie.
Melissa.
Wait, are you saying that she didn't mean to say... What? Hold on. Are you trying to... Granny, are you... Granny. Are you saying that she didn't mean to say it like... What does proud mean? What is the difference between saying it at all and saying it proud? Now, Granny, hold on. Hold on, Granny. I like you, but there's no condoning this here. Okay? And I'm not saying you're saying it. I don't know. It kind of seems like you're condoning this right now. In this moment. There's no condoning it. I don't care if she says it proud, underhanded, silently, singing it. Don't say it, period. Just like there's words I shouldn't say. Right? No. It's not okay. Period. Across the board, no. I don't care who you are, no. Like Clue shouldn't be saying certain things. She said, no.
I mean, listen, this is how I talk. This is what it is. Do you want me to lie?
No,
No, I don't want you to lie. I want you to change it. People can change. You can change. You can do better. That's what I want you to do, Melissa. I want you to do better. I want you to try harder. I want you to change. I want you to reflect on what you said. I want you to listen to what I'm saying to you. I want you to listen to what Pika has said to you. I want you to listen to what happened to her child in that restaurant and how her child got profiled. I want you to listen to me right now. when I go to the store sometimes, from the time I hit the door to the time I leave the store, I get followed because I'm black. And I don't wear what people profile black women to wear. I don't wear weave. I don't wear all this stuff that you think that black people quote typically wear. I wear nice clothes. I wear nice shoes. I don't steal. I don't do any of that stuff. But because I am black, because of the color of my skin, and I have said nothing to anyone, I look everyone in the eyes. I don't look sneaky. None of that stuff. I'm just black out here. And I've been out here. We built our house in 1993. I moved here when I was 5, and I've stayed in the same area for that entire time. I am 43 years old. I have been treated this way. I was raised in Catholic schools, paid tuition, and I was treated like that. So don't tell me, man.
Is anyone expecting an apology? Because I'm not going to apologize.
You're not going to apologize. I want you to hear what you say. You're not going to apologize. Well, to somebody like me, you don't need to apologize. I don't care about your apology, because I know somebody like you is never going to change. But you need to hear why people are probably not going to talk to you anymore. Look, if you were today to say, you know what, I'm going to try to do better. Cool, good for you. Do it. I believe in you. Do it. Try not to do that, you know? But because I heard this here, boy, but this is not okay. Right now, to me, you're a piece of crap. Sorry. Not sorry.
No, I don't think anybody expects anything, anything less when you admit that's how you speak,
Yeah, well, I mean, where do you want to go with it?
I don't care where you go with it, to be honest. That's something that you'll have to live with, answer
It's
for.
just, it's nothing, it's not used in a mean way, I don't know
What?
what else to say about it. Do I use it in my...
Again, there's nothing else but mean. What do you mean you don't use it in a mean way? Nobody come in the comment section to tell me she's not using it in a mean way, because I don't agree with you. Okay? You don't say it. That's it. That's all. All right.
Private life, yeah. Do I spit it all over the internet? Absolutely not. It came out and they wanted to run with it, so run with it.
Why don't you use it all over the internet, though?
If you said it on a panel, you spit it all over the internet. All right.
That's just the way you speak.
Try to clean myself up on the internet, even with my cursing.
Yeah. Right, but that's what I'm saying. She can acknowledge the difference, right? Like she just said it. I don't use it online because she knows it's not socially acceptable.
It's just not it's just not flattering. Just like cursing all the time isn't flattering. It's not flattering.
Okay. Guess what? That word's a curse word also. Most people bleep it out in videos. Have you wondered why? Because it's derogatory. You know what derogatory means? When you refer to the F word, that's a derogatory word. Maybe you need to read a little bit more. Yeah, maybe you should.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's not welcoming.
It's very unflattering, unwelcoming word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of words. It's not just that word. Like I said, it's the cursing. It's the yelling.
Let's not play it down, sweetheart. It's just not a lot of words. It's a lot of curse words. We're talking about that word. We're not talking about other words. We're talking about that one and how it makes people feel and how it made people feel. And that's why you're up there on that panel right now. Not because you said damn, not because you said shit, not because you said fuck. It's because you said that one. Okay? Let's not be stupid, Melissa.
All that shit. I try to keep it toned down for the most part. Last night I was hot. I was pissed off.
Did you call the cops?
No.
Wait. You were pissed off, so you said that word? But I thought you said it in a nice way all the time. I'm done, guys. Do you see the point? Let's listen to that one more time before I end the video. But she was mad, so she said that word. Most people that are racist say that word when they're mad. They call you that word when they're mad. They spurt that word out when they're mad. They don't just say, oh, I only say it amongst my friends. I only say it in a nice way. That's what she's been saying the whole video. But now, at the end of the video, I said it when I was mad. It was a hot button, right? Right? When they get mad at me, they call me that word. Right? It's always that word. I'm a fat that. Right? Oh, really? Is that how you feel? That's really how you feel. And I'm using real words. Right? Like this is on YouTube. I'm cussing them out, blah, blah, blah. And I get called that word. I'm like, God. Oh. It hurt my heart. You know what I mean? Ouch. Yikes. Listen to this again.
But that's a lot of words. It's not just that word. Like I said, it's the cursing, it's the yelling, all that shit. I try to keep it toned down for the most part. Last night I was hot. I was pissed off.
Did you call the cops?
No, fuck no.
Last night I was hot. I was pissed off. Why would you use that in a pissed off way when you only use it when you're happy and amongst friends in the clouds with the birds chirping, Melissa? You liar. Girl, stop. Take that mentality and your hatred for people, like I said in the beginning, the middle, and right now, the end of this video, and sit on your little corner in your apartment in Jersey with your hate and lie to yourself. Because I saw you from the moment I started this video. I knew the excuses you would give and the rhetoric you would try to spin. I know people like you. I've dealt with people like you. You would never say it to my face. The closest you would get to saying it is on a panel or spouting on your own live stream. People like you and the other person that lives here that told me I live in a city. Girl, bye. Because, I'm below you, right? You need to talk to a black woman. You would never. And let me tell you something, sweetie. I wouldn't lower myself to speak to someone like you. I don't talk to hateful people that have no respect for other people, that I know have a hateful heart, that won't take any kind of criticism and try to work on themselves. Because I've done a lot of work on myself and I refuse to backtrack. Refuse. So I'm going to leave this right here. I wish you nothing but the best. I hope that in your life that you are taught some lessons and maybe you'll change. Because living in hatred like you're doing you're going to miss out on a lot of good people. And if you're just putting yourself in a little bubble of people that accept your ignorance, well, that's not fair to you, because you're not going to experience the world in the way you need to experience it. You're going to be restricted. And that's sad. But you're a very ignorant person. And I want nothing to do with you. Everybody have a good day. God bless. Bye, guys.
Forever and for all.